Hey guys, Delt here. We're continuing our 0 to hero attempt today, and the next match we did was in the Howling Crypts. Almost every time I play this map, I go to Inferno. You could get enough gear and sellables on the initial floor, but going further always has the chance of getting some higher rarity gear. The problem with this game in particular was that people had a lot of gear on them, and I'm just barely in the 300 plus lobbies at this point. So we're mostly forced to play safe again, but there is one person here that I'm for sure going to try to fight if I get the opportunity. This barbarian, this one right here. There's also a rogue, a ranger, and a few other players in this lobby, but this is the person that I want to fight. There's a very small chance that I win, but there is a chance because he's relatively slow still. So I might be able to go in and out faster than he's capable of, and I want that stinky stick. And if we win, we're taking a stinky stick, so it's definitely worth it. Since I haven't said it yet, I hope you enjoy this game, and here we are in the crypts. And although I do want to fight that barbarian, there's definitely other people in this game that will also be difficult fights and not as worth it for me. So I am just going to play relatively safe. I'm going to run around to all the different lion's heads. I'm going to just keep trying to improve my gear as we go. I still need a better necklace. I'm still missing a ring slot, and the one ring that I have could definitely be upgraded too. So we have a lot of things to do here, and I'm planning just to try to be as safe as I can. But if we find that barbarian, all the safety is going to go out the window. And thanks to the mummies, we are all ready to upgrade our necklace, going from 1 knowledge, 2 magic healing to 1 dexterity and 2 physical power. And now that we got this lion's head, I could continue down this path, but I know that there's an escape tunnel in the other direction, and it's still the same way that I want to go. So I'm just going to go and clear that escape tunnel first in case I need it for later. We are backtracking a tiny bit, which isn't necessarily the best, but I did feel like safety was important, so I'd give up like 10-15 seconds for it. Random ring on the floor with 1 dexterity, 1 add fizz. Definitely not a bad pickup. I started to go to the north, but then I realized there was at least 2 lion's heads in this direction, so I'm going to go this way first. If I can make the jump. And at this point, I'm figuring I'm not really going to need any more knowledge, so I grabbed these leather gloves instead for the 3 dexterity. And then we get a 1 agi plus 1 all necklace. In my mind, that's a little bit better than 1 dexterity, 2 fist power, so I put that on. The other lion's head is this way through the tunnel. And then we get a 1 dexterity plus 1 all necklace. And I was trying to figure out which one I wanted between this one and the agi one. And I think I eventually went for the monkey pendant just because dexterity seems a little bit better on bard than agility. And I'm already at roughly 300 move speed. So I didn't think that 1 move speed would really make too much of a difference. I've also been getting a whole lot more stutters since multi-classing was taken away. Has anybody else noticed this, or is it just me? These gloves are a lower rarity and we're losing 1 will, but getting physical damage bonus and keeping the same amount of dexterity did feel like an upgrade to me. So at this point, I decided to clear through this room because I know that the big room with the skeletal champion, the wraith, and multiple lions and golden head chest is in this direction. I need to go basically 1 room more to the west and then 1 room south. And since I got lockpicked, that room felt like it would be really good for loot because half the time after you clear that entire room, all of the chests are just locked anyway, but we can open them now. So I'm gonna go there. And just for the sake of sharing, I know that there's also a lion's head or golden chest underneath me in this room. It's very dangerous just to jump down from this side though. I 100% wouldn't recommend it. If you come from the room to the north, it's a whole lot easier to do. And I went with the reinforced gloves because, again, I usually like to be 120, 130 health at least. And I wasn't there yet, and those put me there. Hey, there's also a trap there. When I peeked through the window, I did see a dead mummy. I don't know who the player is, so I'm going to go into the room, but I'm going to be careful about ranger traps, and I'm going to hope that I find the barbarian. And it's actually the rogue. I wouldn't have minded pushing this, but he actually just turns around the corner and invises. The reason I know that is because the skeleton champion aggroed onto me, so I'm just going to shut the door. And I'm going to be honest, I spent a whole lot longer here than I should have. I wasted a lot of time. And I didn't see the rogue when I peeked in. He is directly to my south though, next to the pillar. I saw him after he shot because he turned on Rupture then, and I could see his purple hands. And I'm deciding that at this point, that's not worth it. There's too many mobs. He's basically just running away with a hand crossbow. I can't do anything. I'm just gonna move on. We do have some portals open for safety though, so that's really good. But the direction that I was gonna go is now out of the zone, so I think I just headed back to where I was before. All right, and now we have a red portals. I'm just deciding to open all of them and see who else goes down with me. And I did hear some skeletons die in this direction, so I'm just trying to check it out. The door opened and that was the barbarian, so I'll see you in Inferno. Sadly, this isn't my favorite room to clear. I need to go into norms and practice fighting the demon berserkers until I feel a lot more confident with them. I don't want to get hit by the nightmare ones. So with that, basically every time I clear this room, I just play it really slowly. And you can cheese the demon berserkers by using this chest. It's just not always the most reliable. To cheese the demon berserker on this chest correctly, you need to stand at the opposite side of the chest that he's on. If not, he will swing and he will break the box, and then you're basically just forced to fight him normally. With that in mind, you can only really do this with a weapon that has a decent amount of reach, like a rapier or a falchion or a decent amount of the two-hander weapons. But if you're using like a rondel dagger or a castellan or something, it's going to be a little bit rough. And just like we played in Crypts, I'm not necessarily going out of my way to find the barbarian. I just want to get upgrades. So I'm deciding to go into this next room and pull this demon berserker and hopefully cheese in the same way, but I do mess it up because there are good chests in that room that I want to get. But I mean, I guess this works too. If you do get yourself in a situation where you have to straight up fight the demon berserker, whenever he swings, crouch walk in the direction of his sword. It starts high and it ends low. So you want to crouch underneath the high part and you can basically just keep swinging the whole time. I'm just bad at doing it for some reason. So I want to practice more before I actually commit to it, at least against the nightmares. I do it in norms a decent amount. The Nightmare's Y-hander does add a low swing, so sometimes you have to jump a swing. The great thing about having a buckler is if you block, you're always going to end any combo of attacks. This means you don't have to worry about it as long as you block. I also want to add this in here just in case people don't know. It took me a while to actually realize when you mess up, but not fully mess up a song. For example, my second and third notes here, they're going to glow white instead of golden. With most songs, if you mess up one of them, it's not a big deal. With this harmonic shield, I messed up too, and that's really bad. Try your best not to do that. But with harmonic shield, if one of these is glowing white, you cannot skip 2 notes. It will end badly, and you won't get the full benefit out of it. Since I missed both here, it just canceled the song completely. Just a little bit of bard knowledge for you. Nightmare archers, also as you just saw, have a chance to shoot 3 times. There is sometimes a piece of equipment on the pedestal behind where the escape portal is, but there wasn't in this game. However, there are 3 chests behind it. And I 100% could just be done here. There isn't too much more to do, but I did want to run to the last circle and see if the barbarian was there. Nope, this wasn't cleared at all. Time to go. And I did only put 1 match in the video for today. Sorry about that, but this is where we're going to be ending it. So if you enjoyed the content, please just give me a comment, like, or subscribe to the channel. Anything and everything helps, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you who do it. Also with the comments, if you're wanting to see something different or if you're wanting me to explain something better, please just let me know that too. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. And as always, I hope that each and every one of you have a very great day, and I hope to see y'all next time. Peace.